Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing Treasure Hamster. Treasure Hamster's ability is every time you get a treasure selection, two of those options will be one level higher. So obviously like pairs and ways to get treasures are at a premium, so you're going to do a little bit of pair gaming in general. We take a little bit of damage there early after taking a demon and a freed prince, just high-powered or extra power range character early in the game. A little bit too much for us there. There was a bluebell pair that I was looking at taking, but honestly, I kind of shouldn't have taken the first bluebell. It was because I didn't see the demon in the shop. So if I'd just taken the demon and then a roll, then we might have had a little bit better of a turn there. But yeah, we do get to lock our demon. We're taking some damage, 3 damage from the demon and 1 from a demon's deal already, plus the loss. So we're already kind of, well, I guess we're not that low. Like, Treasure Hamster does start with a little bit of extra HP. But yeah, our treasure selection, not exactly the greatest. We're just going to take a speculative Slay Moon, and we do get rewarded with a magical fox. But then we get our hopes dashed by a parrot, taking out our fox before it can get a slay and get any stats out of it. Magical Fox is one of the units that has been buffed in this most recent patch. Instead of getting +1/+1, it gets +2/+1 per slay, so it does increase attack at a better clip now. And with the Slay Moon, it basically is going to get +3/+3 per slay, which is not nothing. We do get our slay there, which is nice. Hopefully 10 power should be able to slay on 3.2, and we should be able to keep scaling from there. We get a couple pairs now. We've got the second bluebell, and we got a couple of farm hands here, and then we get the triple for both of them here. So really worked out really nicely here. Treasure selection not the greatest here. Baby Mimic honestly feels like the best treasure out of those 3. Yeah, but we end up taking we take the spyglass instead. And actually, I took the spyglass thinking that I would get to see one of the treasures at 2 levels higher, but unfortunately, with Treasure Hamster, the spyglass just makes your third option 1 level higher as well. So it's still okay, but it's probably not the greatest on Treasure Hamster, and I probably wouldn't take it again. We got a dagger out of the bluebell triple. We weren't able to make really good use of it because we ran out of time there, but still a fine treasure, especially when we're trying to do some slay things here. And here we could have just taken a Slay Amulet, and maybe that would have been better, but I decided to sell for a puck, just in case we somehow end up in some version of stars. Having the bluebell already made puck seem like a reasonable pickup there, and we just put puck into our slot 1 there. We want it to die as early as possible, so we actually get our stars value. And also we pick up a second puck here, so that's going to be another pair to go with our magical fox pair here. I think, yeah, we basically one of the reasons that I took the puck was we kind of missed some slays with the magical foxes, so like we're just not getting as much scaling as we would like. So like it's probably time to start thinking about pivoting out of them. I mean, magical fox doesn't really stay on the board too long when you're slaying, so finding another game plan if slay doesn't materialize is something you should do. Speaking of another game plan, we did take a sea witch here, so that's going to double our. We're going to try and slay with our magical fox. That's just going to increase the scaling by a decent amount, anyways. +6/+6 per slay there. But also we took a star child to further our stars game plan, and also because it was a 5 pair in the shop. Speaking of 5 pairs, there was a pair of Watsons there, but we're not going to bother with that. We are, however, going to take another sea witch, so we have 2 5 pairs already. Both of those can turn into level 6 characters, and yeah, we hack into their book mage here, and unfortunately, disaster strikes, and it does launch a fireball that takes out both our sea witches, and makes it so that our stars do not fire. We get to triple our sea witch here, so we get our level 6 treasure selections, and we get some pretty good ones. Sintamani stone this early is really good, or cinnamon stone if you will. But we're gonna go with the drum roll. I mean, drum roll, like it just builds into so many comps. We've also got this haymaker on board or in the shop that we can take, and also we've got the two star childs, which are entrance effects. So those are gonna those are going to trigger an additional time, so giving us 4 pretty decently sized stars here. And also we took a Collect Norris because we have the upgraded Sea Witch, so if we just slay once with it in the dagger slot, and we do, we will get another level 6 treasure. And then we get a Golden King out of this. Orchestra is a lot of stats, but I think Golden King is just going to provide us a ton of stats here, a ton of power, and we're going to be able to triple our Star Child into another level 6. So we've got a full suite of level 6 treasures already, relatively early. And I think we're just going to take the Doppelganger Diamond. Doppelganger Diamond and Golden King just work so well together, because I mean we have to play down for Golden King anyways. So Doppelganger Diamond allows us to play a full board with that. And yeah, we're gonna put one of the haymakers in our Doppelganger slot, as well as we're gonna sell down for this Nero here. And yeah, we're still gonna have the haymaker there in slot 1. I mean, getting 3 upgraded haymakers with double entrance is just so much food, and also those we get to retain all those food stats because of those upgraded haymakers. All right, and here's where things are gonna get a little bit weird. We're gonna play Monkey. Pirate Monkey generally hasn't really been played too much. Like, it's really hard to get a good Pirate Monkey comp going. But one of the things you can do here, we're locking this haymaker upgrade, but honestly, it's gonna make us so much weaker if we do. So that's actually just kind of a mistake. But yeah, so the way that this monkey's working, you can see we get so many stats here. So because entrances trigger from 1 to 7, so the haymaker is going to trigger, and then the other 2 haymakers are going to trigger, and then the Pirate Monkey is going to trigger. So Pirate Monkey is going to see all the stats that it gained from the haymakers, from the upgraded haymakers, and then it's going to redistribute 133% of those stats to your board. It doesn't affect itself, but yeah, you can see just how big those numbers got so quickly there. There's another monkey, but I don't think we're not going to bother with another monkey, at least at this point. We're pretty much just on the hunt for fishermen. For fishermen and the flounder. So basically, like, I mean, all these food stats that we're putting on the monkey, if we can get a fisherman there to further double those initial stats that carried over from the last fight, that's just going to give us a very large power spike. Although the fisherman does seem to be elusive. We do get a couple of herding dogs here, which are an upgrade to our board. But one thing that I really wanted to avoid with this game was playing dogs, because I mean, dog food is like literally the best. That's like the most optimal way to play food. And like it's by far my most played comp. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to try and make food work without the dogs. I mean, I guess like herding dog without Nero isn't really a dog, although they took the farmer tag off of it for some reason, which still honestly kind of baffles me, because like food by itself is just not good. The only way to get food stats on your characters is with haymaker, and then like, yeah, you're not continuing to get food stats if you don't have haymakers on your board. So So yeah, that's kind of why you kind of need like a dog package as well with your food comp. But I mean, we're trying to make it work here. We kind of got the perfect storm of treasures and a perfect spot to play the monkey food here. So I don't think this is a comp that you're going to be able to assemble often. But yeah, we saw the opportunity and I took it here, and I think it ended up working out pretty well. Again, we're just doom rolling for fishermen here, for the same reason that I was saying earlier. I really just don't want to be dogs. Like, I don't want to turn this into dogs. Where like we easily could have just been a dog food comp, and like it would have been powerful, probably maybe even better than what we're doing here. But I kind of wanted to show off this sort of alternate build that, to be honest, I'd mostly just theorized about and hadn't actually put into execution. And yeah, I think yeah, one thing about farmers that needs to change is farmers need a better way to give themselves food. We do find the fisherman finally, which we are going to lock. We can't quite sell down for it, but yeah, that's going to be a good upgrade for us here. But yeah, like I was saying, farmers need a way to to give themselves food so that they can be a build by themselves rather than just being a complement to the dog's comp. Alright, get the fisherman, and we're going to put the entrance rune on the fisherman as well as put it in the doppelganger slot. So all these food stats you can see on the board that have been retained by the haymakers are gonna be doubled with the fisherman. Once again, I was like really considering just playing the good boy because I mean good boy just makes all the sense in the world here. Maybe switching out the good boy for one of the herding dogs would have been fine. We did find another fisherman, so we got 3 here, and yeah, look at those stats. And that's again because Haymaker is putting all kinds of stats onto the board, and then the fisherman, each fisherman is doubling those stats, and those are all happening before the Pirate Monkey entrance effect. So once Pirate Monkey goes, it goes last, and then distributes all the stats that we gained from doubling those food stats and getting food stats placed on it by the Haymaker. Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, we swap out the Golden King for Excalibur Scabbard here, but I feel like that was probably incorrect. That means our next turn is going to be weaker. We're going to take another monkey here and just see if we can get a second monkey going. I think maybe the second monkey ended up being a little bit overkill because as you can see, our numbers are a lot weaker, but we still have enough to take out the sleigh board very, very handily. I mean, the double entrance and like multiple golden haymakers stats over time has pretty much allowed us to do whatever we want at this point in the in the game. Our stats have just been building over time. We are going to change heroes here. Unfortunately, nothing super exciting. I think we're just going to switch to Icarus because it's going to give us 3 health. Not that it really matters too much. I don't think the 3 health is going to make a difference. We're just so far away from like a hamster treasure that it seemed worth it, and I think we're down to what, top 3, and everyone's pretty low, so we are gonna lock another fisherman though. Although I'm not sure where it plays on board. It should probably just play over the second monkey. The second monkey just hasn't been on the board long enough to really be giving us a ton of stats, so just having another way to double the stats on the monkey that we have in slot 7 seems like it would probably be more optimal, but I mean, this is supposed to be monkey food, so we are going to keep playing the second monkey, and just I guess mostly just for science, just to see how effective it is. And also we are going to cast some food spells onto this monkey because those food stats are counting as initial food stats, which are going to get doubled by the Fisher Kings or Fishermen's. We sold down for another food spell there, so doubling those with the entrance rune and then doubling them again is just a ton of stats, as you can see. This is a pretty big stars board, and yeah, they don't really do much damage to us at all. We knock off their revive charge, so it should be just one more combat. We just are way over top of what kind of damage they're producing with stars, and their sleigh package is just not doing anything for them at the moment, since they can't get big enough to slay our stuff. Pick up another fisherman, and honestly, that was probably a mistake because we're not playing it on board at all, anyways. Like, we should have just left it for potential other entrance rune, which we do find here. We are gonna sell down for it. We're gonna have to get out of one of these. Four of these units, anyways. We're gonna have to leave our bench empty, and I think we're gonna go with the entrance rune on the monkey. And once again, I'm not even sure necessarily how effective this extra rune is, but we do get a ton of stats, anyways. But that could be just from our food scaling as well. They do manage to slay our monkeys, since the monkeys don't give themselves the buff. I guess I don't think they give each other the buff either, because their stats might be a little bit too big, or they might feed off each other or something. It might be like the old Angelic Commander treatment. But yeah, anyways, that was a little bit chaotic, But yeah, that's monkey food. We managed to play food without being dogs. We probably could have even just foregone the monkeys. I'm not sure. Like I do want to see what this comp looks like without the monkeys, just to see like how much power the monkeys add, or if this is just like a meme comp. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would very, very much appreciate that. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.